and welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton. And today we're going to talk to a young man from Hampton who has gotten national attention recently for doing wonderful good deeds. His name is Remy Mitchell. Welcome. Tell us how old you are, Remy.
15.
And you don't see yourself necessarily as remarkable. You were doing what you do, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you suddenly got national attention because it got posted on Facebook and your mom got tagged, and all of a sudden, when I Googled your name, there were probably 20 different websites that had pushed out your story. So we're going to start at the beginning and talk about this is not one good deed that you were recognized for. This is a long-term situation. So you were living in Hampton, and you had elderly neighbors across the street. And how did you get to know them? Like in this day and age, a lot of people don't know their neighbors.
I see him taking out the trash, and then, cause he had his leg amputated, so I see him taking out the trash, and I went over there, and I started just talking to him.
It's hard to just start talking to somebody. What did you say?
I said, hey. And then after I said, hey, I went over there. And then after I went over there, we started sitting on the porch. And I asked him what happened to his leg. Then he told me he had, he used to work. He used to be a plumber, like the little thing. And then he had got a disease when it started turning black, and he had to get it amputated.
Ooh. So you just would sit on the porch and chat with him, and you saw him struggling with the trash cans, and you started taking out his trash.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, a lot of people with this generation gap, young people don't know how to talk to old people. Old people think today's kids are, you know, completely different from when they were their age. How did you navigate that? What did you say to him? What did he say to you? What was your common ground?
I don't know. I don't know. I always got along with old people.
You said that you guys talked about the Air Force a little
yes,
bit.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We talked about the Air Force because his son was in it. His son in it. He hunting stuff, and I always wanted to go hunting with an arrow.
And so now I'm noticing you are in an Air Force Junior ROTC uniform.
Yes, ma'am.
So you do that now in school?
Yes, ma'am. I do ROTC.
Is that is the military a career that you're looking for, or is this just a high school kind of thing?
Just for structure.
So the story is you started meeting with your neighbor. You would sit on the porch and talk to him. How long was this? Was this for a couple months? Was this for a year?
How long was it like going
Your
on?
friendship?
As long as we stayed over there. We stayed there for like 2 years, 3 years. It was 3 years, I think.
So 3 years, and almost every day after school, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you would come home from school and then do what? You said?
Go in my house, clean up, but then come out and help him.
So you did some chores. What kind of help did you do for him?
Took out his trash. Helped his wife because she couldn't. I helped her with stuff she needed help with on her computer.
Oh, computer help. That's great.
And, I cut his grass.
Did they pay you? Were you doing this for money?
No, I wasn't doing it for money. But he'd give me something time to time.
So how did this come to national attention? So you're just doing what you do. You've been doing it for 3 years. It's, you know, important to you. Like, you really grew to care about this couple, right?
Yes, ma'am.
They were your friends. So the wife had fallen, and then what happened?
She had went to the rehab facility, and then I had went with him because he couldn't put on his leg.
Oh my gosh.
And then he drove the car with one leg, and I had rode with him. Then I went in there and got a wheelchair. I brought it out, and he got in there, and we went in. And then his wife, she had to get transferred from the hospital to the rehab facility. She pulled up to the facility. Then after she pulled up, we all went in. Then I started crying.
You started crying when you saw her?
Yes, ma'am.
She was pretty weak, I guess, right?
Weak? What you mean?
She was pretty, you know, not able to do a whole lot at that
yes,
point
ma'am.
still,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah. And then what happened?
She put her arm around me. She hugged me.
She was able to hug you? I saw that photo. That's the photo. Now, her daughter was visiting?
Yes,
Their
ma'am.
daughter was visiting?
Her daughter and her husband, Mr. Billy.
And did you know them already?
Yes, ma'am. I knew Mrs. Tiki and Mrs. Billy.
But the daughter posted on Facebook that photo of her hugging you and you leaning over the, looks like a hospital bed. I know it was a rehab, but, and she thanked you on Facebook for doing so much to take care of her parents, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, and you just, you know, like probably knew she took a picture but didn't think anything of it.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
You're not on Facebook a whole lot. So, how much time goes by? What happens?
It was January 24th. I think it was January 24th when she posted. And then now.
And then what happened? How long did it take? How did you find out that?
I found out when I went back to go visit. Then she told me to look at it. It's getting a whole bunch of good reviews and stuff. So I went to go look.
Because you're on Facebook, but you're not really, like, very active.
I'll get up there just to, like, post pictures. Then I went to go look. When I went to go look, I sent it to my mama. Then she posted it. Next thing I know, everybody started reposting it.
Yeah, your mom said it was like ding, ding, ding. She was getting tagged all over the place, and people were saying, "Is this your son? Is this your son?"
Yes, ma'am. And then everybody started tagging me in it, and people started texting me.
So how did that feel?
It felt good.
It's interesting because you weren't doing it for recognition. You weren't doing it for money. You were doing it out of love. But that seems to be unusual in this day and age. Unusual enough that I'd say at least dozens of websites have picked it up in addition to all the social media, including, I hear, Ellen DeGeneres' website.
Yes, ma'am.
So, do you see yourself as special now?
Still see myself as a regular human being.
You're a regular human being?
Yes, ma'am.
How did you learn to give back? Is that something that came from your parents, or is that just instinctively you reached out?
Because I had an uncle that had cancer when I was little.
That's a big impact.
And I always helped him.
So you were used to helping people.
Yes, ma'am.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years or in 10 years? What's your plan for the future?
I want to be a comedian.
Do you? That's a great thing. Absolutely. Air Force might be your backup, but so you're gonna. How would you start that? What do you think you're?
I'm gonna set up a YouTube channel.
You have a YouTube channel. Oh, see.
I'm gonna get some good cameras and stuff when I get some money.
That sounds great. That sounds wonderful. And you're in the 10th grade this year?
Yes, ma'am.
So you've got some time to work on it. Do you think that contributing to your community and helping other people is always going to be something that you want to keep doing?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And thank you for what you do and who you care for and, you know, being such a wonderful person. And I was, you know, it's surprising in some ways that it's such a big deal. And I don't think it's that young people don't do stuff. I think it's that we don't know. And that was an instance where you got called out and you got thanked, and people want to hear these kind of good stories. They want to know the good things in life because there's so much bad out there. So you really, you filled the internet with joy and hope and wonderful things.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
Thank you for that, and thank you for what you do in the community.
Welcome.
Okay. We will keep in touch and see how your life turns out. And thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this backstory of a local teen who did what he wanted to do, what he needed to do in his neighborhood, and has made now national inspiration on the internet. Thanks for watching.